Golf. Golf is a game, sport, profession. And you must realize from the start that it is an alarmingly difficult physical activity to perform well. The technique of hitting the ball involves almost every part of the body. The feet, legs, hips, shoulders, arms, hands, and even the head, all flawlessly coordinated. From the tee to the cup, the game of golf can be exciting, challenging, more rewarding, and more fun when you've mastered the technique of the golf swing.
Club players, amateurs, and even future professionals are sometimes confused by apparent visual dissimilarities between leading golfers' execution of their golf swings. Which technique, they ask, is correct for me? Their answer is, all of them are. But the club golfer or novice is really seen when there are apparent swinging variations among the top professionals are personal idiosyncrasies and small modifications that each individual developed to help perform key fundamentals. The following study concentrates on the most essential fundamentals used by all players: the grip, stance, full swing, medium shot, short shot, chip, and putt.
In this series, we will describe the overlapping grip for all shots except the putt. It is the grip used by most expert golfers. To begin, place the club grip in the left hand so it is wedged by the heel of the hand and the first three fingers. The heel of the hand is well over and on top of the club. The left thumb rests on the grip a little right of center and is pulled up slightly. Notice there is no gap between the thumb and forefinger. Place the right hand with the two middle fingers next to the index finger of the left hand, which is overlapped by the little finger of the right hand. When the grip is completed, the right thumb and first finger, which is curled under the shaft, fit together. Never let the right thumb and first finger come loose or lose their positions. The back view of the completed grip shows the position of the fingers of both hands, which must be sustained throughout the swing. With a verifiable grip and the proper stance and posture, you will have more confidence in the execution of your swing and thus in your game. The stance for the full swing is to facilitate power. The feet are positioned so weight is evenly distributed on both feet. Knees are slightly flexed. The head is centered in the stance behind the ball, which is in line with the left heel. The left arm is extended and must maintain control. As the backswing begins, low and slow, the left shoulder and extended left arm push the club head back. The weight shifts to the inside of the right foot. Knees are slightly flexed. As the club goes back, the hands start to break back and up directly over a point just behind the right foot. The left arm is straight. The right starts to bend at the elbow. The extension of the backswing should be quite full, but within the limit which can be well controlled. The left shoulder might be under the chin. Left heel is slightly raised. Weight shifts to the inside of the right foot. The left arm is extended straight. Wrists are fully cocked. The head is near original position. The critical downswing movement occurs during the final split second as the shoulders complete their windup and the hands and arms are ready to carry the club from the top of the swing. As gears are shifted, the left heel comes down and pressure is applied to the inside of the right foot, and the legs and hips slide smoothly forward. The left arm is straight. The head is steady, the upper body still coiled. As the shoulders uncoil and the club comes down, weight shifts to the firm left side. The right wrist is cocked. The left arm is extended and the right side moves into position to add power. Wrists stay cocked long enough to set up a late hit for additional power. As the wrists uncock, hands and arms rotate, bringing the club face squarely through the ball, not at the ball. As the follow-through proceeds, the club head is low, pointing down the line of play. The left side is held firm, keeping the head in position. Let the follow-through continue, bringing the right shoulder under the chin. The right arm is fully extended and the wrists have broken up toward the left shoulder. At the conclusion of the full swing, the head is well back and looking toward the line of play. The lateral movement of the legs and hips in the gradual counterclockwise direction cause the whole right side to move through and forward. Hands are high above the left shoulder. Balance is on the outside of the left foot. The coil of the upper torso is as far as your physical condition and build will allow. Remember, distance is important, but must be controlled. The idea is to swing easy and hit hard. The medium swing is played when it is necessary to apply more power than applied easily with the short or pitch shot. It usually involves the 4, 5, or 6 iron. Carefully place the club head behind the ball so that it is looking squarely at the target before you settle your feet in the final address position. Then place the feet, which provide balance and control throughout the entire swing, square to the ball and line of play. Flex the knees slightly. Stay in motion. Move the club, hands and arms a little to avoid a dead start and tension. As the shoulders start to turn, the extended left arm guides the path of the club back to about belt high. Then, through the arc of the swing, the lower left side, from the hip down to the ankle, moves with the turning shoulders. The left knee moves forward and back toward the center of the stance. This should be a one-piece takeaway. As the club head moves toward the top of the backswing, both wrists hinge toward the right shoulder. The right hand is bent square at the wrist, and the right arm forms an angle at the elbow. The left arm is firmly extended. Make a complete backswing with a wide arc which creates torsion in the body. Left shoulder continues until under the chin. The right hand is bent at the wrist as far back as it will go. The right knee is held firmly in position, holding the weight to the inside of the foot. The downswing begins as the legs and lower body are moved laterally to the left. The left foot returns to its original position. As the downswing continues, the angles in the wrists and right arm are still in somewhat the same cocked position. The right shoulder begins to rotate downward and under. The right elbow almost brushes the front of the right hip. The left arm is straight, and the left side from hip to ankle is braced up. Right knee and ankle push toward the center to add momentum to the swing. As the swing continues, the straight left arm leads the hands, rotating them counterclockwise. This squares the club face. The right wrist uncocks, accelerating the club head through the ball. At impact, balance is maintained. The head has remained slightly behind the ball and steady throughout the swing. After impact, the left side is firm. The right side moves through and the right shoulder rotates down under the chin. Both arms are well extended. Weight is shifted to the left. As the follow-through proceeds, the right hand crosses over to permit the wrists to hinge upward and over the shoulder. The left arm begins to bend. As the swing is completed, the body faces forward. Weight is shifted completely to the left side. The hands are high, and balance has been maintained. The short swing is a compact version of the medium and full swing, and is used for short to medium distances. In nearly all cases, it is used to play the ball onto the green, a most important swing to master. Skill in its execution is necessary to consistently score well. The stance for the short swing is narrower and places the ball near or just behind the center line between the feet. The knees are slightly flexed. The weight is to the firm left side and foot, and the head is slightly behind the ball. The upper part of the right arm rests against the body with the elbow in front of the right hip. The line from the club head to the tip of the left shoulder places the hands slightly ahead of the ball. At the beginning of the swing, the club head is started into motion as the shoulders turn. The left knee moves toward the center of the stance enough to avoid stiffness. At the top of the swing, the left arm is extended. The left shoulder is under the chin. The right wrist hinged back. The downswing begins by shifting the lower body to the left. Wrists and right elbow are still cocked. The left arm is straight. The right heel begins to lift. You are ready to bring the club head down and through the ball. The swing continues as the shoulders turn back. Wrists and right arm straighten. Hands are a little ahead of the ball as the club head makes contact. The hands move directly toward the target. At impact, you should feel yourself striking down and through the ball. After bringing the club head down and through the ball, the club head and hands move forward and up, staying square to the line of play. The head is held in position by the firm left side. The right shoulder is rotated down and under the chin. The right knee moves forward as the right side turns toward the target. As the follow-through is completed, weight is entirely on the left foot. Balance is maintained. Hands are high, and the body faces the target. The chip shot is played with overlapping grip, which is well down on the club's shaft. The stance is narrow, with the weight heavier on the left foot, and the feet are either square to the line of flight or slightly opened by dropping the left foot back a little. This is called an open stance, a matter of choice. In either case, take a position so the head is slightly behind the ball. The right elbow is in front of the right hip, and the upper right arm rests against the body. The line from the tip of the left shoulder to the face of the club is straight. This puts the hands ahead of the ball. As you raise the right shoulder, the club head is pushed back by the firm left arm. The right arm is bent a little at the elbow, and there is a slight wrist break. On the downswing, the club head is low and square to the ball. Arms and wrists are firm and close to the upper legs as they lead the club head into the ball. As the club head moves through the ball, the right arm and wrist straighten. There is no rotation of the hands and left arm. The straight line from the left shoulder to the club face is still intact. The right knee flexes and moves to the center. The swing may be lengthened or shortened depending on distance, but should always be executed smoothly and in control. The putter may be held with any grip that does not allow looseness during the stroke and allows the hands to move the club head naturally on the selected line of play. Shown here is the overlap grip, which is used by many expert golfers. All four fingers of the right hand are placed on the grip below the last three fingers of the left hand. The right thumb is placed directly on top of the club grip. The left thumb is placed under the heel of the right thumb, also on top of the club grip. The index finger of the left hand overlap the fingers of the right hand. The hands fit together and hold the club secure in the fingers just firmly enough for good control with no feeling of tightness. It doesn't make any difference if you have an unorthodox grip and stance, but two things are vital. Your eye must be directly over the ball, and you must stroke the ball to make it rotate end over end. Draw an imaginary line from just inside the left foot to the ball so that it is at right angles to the selected path the ball should follow. Weight should settle to the left as the knees flex and incline toward the center a little. The back of the left hand and the palm of the right hand and the face of the putter are aligned to the path the ball should take. The hands are slightly ahead of the ball. The right arm above the elbow rests against the body in front of the right hip. The left elbow is away from the body in a comfortable position, and the hands are far enough from the legs to allow freedom of movement. The putter is put in motion by pushing back with the forefinger of the left hand. The right wrist hinges backward. The eye is kept steady over the ball. The palm of the right hand faces square down the line of play. As the right wrist releases on the forward stroke, The right forearm moves forward with the hands as the club face returns to the ball. As the putting stroke is completed, the face of the club is still square with the selected path of roll. The hands and left arm have moved forward and up without rotation. The head is steady. Attention is kept on the execution of the stroke through the ball.
Remember, the ability to execute every detail of the basically acceptable swing for each golf shot can only be realized with much patience and suitable mental and physical practice. Once you are able to retain the fundamentals of the correct golf swing, interest will be quickened and skill advanced rapidly.
So we close as we began, with the promise that golf can be more enjoyable, more challenging, and even more profitable if you just learn to swing the golf club.